Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Cherise and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy. Cherise got kicked out of the room, so she has to find her way back to the room. So I'm so excited about our topic today because our topic today is showing up on social media and what's happening and preventing you guys from showing up on social media. And it's so funny because it was on my heart. And then Cherise said she sent an email this morning that says she had a heartfelt message today about hiding and playing small when the world truly needs you. And then it says, for me to let her know her thoughts, but it's like we are on the same wavelength. And she's here now. Okay, Cherise.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Neither one of us were on video. Okay, now we're both on video. All right. So let me tell y'all what happened to me last week. And then because it's about social media, it's about showing up on social media. And then I'm going to let Cherise take it and preach a sermon to you guys that's going to free you from hopefully everything that's holding you back. So I was with my coach last week. I'm in a coaching program currently now because I really want maritalpreneurs to sell. So I wanted to get some support around that. I've never sold directly from social media and directly online. And so my Atlanta Sex Therapy is a brick and mortar. Even though we're all online right now, it started as a brick and mortar. And so the marketing for it was a brick and mortar. The coaching business, it essentially was an offshoot of the brick and mortar. Came like a lot of clients came from how they knew me. And so how I marketed a brick and mortar business is different from being 100% online. Mm-hmm. So now I got this maritalpreneur. So I have like 3 business lines. Atlanta Sex Therapy, that's the private practice. I have about 5 to 7 clinicians working for me. I never can remember the exact number. And then the coaching practice, which I feel really confident in because I coach around business that I know. I've grown a business. I've grown a private practice. My practice grosses 6 figures consistently. And so therefore I feel very confident in that. And so I was on my coaching call with my coach in group, and she put me on the hot seat, and I was like, y'all, I go live every week with Cherise on Tuesdays at 9. It's in my calendar. I do it. I have no problem. I enjoy it. There has been nothing to get in the way of that. On Fridays, I go live every Friday. I don't have a problem with it. I cannot go live on maritalpreneurs. It seems like to save my life. I've got to figure out what's going on with me because I'm not scared of being live. I'm not scared of being online. I sure ain't scared of talking. And so what is going on? And so we started doing some work around it because I was like, there has to be a block here. It's not the technology. It's not I'm not scared of people. I'm not scared what they're going to say. I'm not scared somebody's going to disagree with me. I mean, we done said kind of, a lot of stuff on this. I'm not scared if somebody's going to send me an email. How dare you say something out loud? And so I was like, I don't know what's going on. Y'all help me figure it out. And so we talked about it and, went through a whole lot of scenarios. And what came up and out finally is maritalpreneurs is specifically designed for married couples that have an entrepreneurial component to their relationship. And I still feel some type of way because I never got married. And so when I became a marriage and family therapist, y'all, my heart was originally, like even before I became a marriage and family therapist, my heart was, I want to learn about marriage. So when I become married, I'll be very successful in my personal marriage. And then that turned into a degree, that kind of wanting more information. Because what happened is, even before I went to grad school, because I was reading so many books about marriage and so concerned about marriage, because that's kind of my dad's ministry and thing. So it was really on me. So I knew a lot, and I was helping people already in the insurance industry. They would come in to make their car insurance payment, and I was ministering to them and talking to them about their marriage. And so then I went to grad school for it. Then it became this career, and I just assumed I would get married along the way, and I didn't. I didn't. And so I have a promising partnership now. But nevertheless, that didn't happen. And so somewhere in my mind, I disqualified myself from being able to speak on this theme. And so I brought it before the group, and they were like, well, if nobody wants to listen to you because you're not married, then they're not your client. Oh, really? And then they said, who said you had to do a thing to be an expert in a thing? And so that got me thinking, like, who else didn't do the thing to become an expert in it? And so one of the things that I looked up is NFL coaches
Woo,
didn't
you better.
play football. And one of the main ones who didn't like play college football or NFL football before they came a coach was Andy Reid. Oh my God. I know Andy. Like, look, we've been hanging out together for years. And it was a couple of other coaches, definitely. And if I said their names, you would know them because they're NFL coaches, right? But Andy Reid was the one that I held on to, that I needed. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so he didn't actually play in the NFL for him to be, I would say, one of the most winning coaches. Because, and I know, like in my head, the skill set to be a therapist, to work a couple through a problem so that they turn out better partners, teammates, lovers, like that is a different skill set than me actually being in a relationship and keeping my mouth shut so that my partner feels hurt. Like that's completely different skill set, a completely different skill set. And yet
Mm-hmm.
it was messing with me, and it was keeping me from showing up on social media. And so we did that work. And right now I'm reading a book called The Big Leap. The Big Leap. And it's
Mm-hmm.
really talking about all of those internal things, whether it's if I'm successful, I'll break my family norms. If I'm successful, another one is if I'm successful, people won't like me, or I'll lose my friends. If I'm successful, bad things will happen. We've talked about sometimes I'm scared that if I make too money, the IRS is gonna come after me. And so like all of these little things are in your mind. In my mind, those are things that were in my mind. So let's get clear. This is my mind that was keeping me from showing up on social media as in maritalpreneurs. And it's so freaking crazy because I knew I was showing up in other areas. If anybody called me right now and was like, hey, Natalie, come do this podcast with me. We're going to go live when we do it. Okay, cool, I'm there. But this one thing, it's like I couldn't, I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So I was feeling like a fraud, less than. Who do I think I am? You know, and the truth is, well, you're the one who went to school. You're the one who read the books.
The
You don't
most qualified.
You're the one who got the experience. You're the one who's been doing it 20 years at this point. Who are you not to? And so just sitting with that, I'm like, God, no. Because I feel like I've been in this self-help, girl, and to still see walls just appear in front of me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yeah, I've been doing self-help, self-improvement work since I flunked out of undergrad the first time. I always flunked out one time. Nevertheless. So thank you at TGD, but
Ooh.
put me in my first like self-help group
Mm.
because I had flunked out of undergrad. And it was so I've been and to still see that there's something there, there's something new, that new level, new devil, or different level. Like it's like it comes up. And so today I'm going to give it to Cherise because she's going to say something I know because we're aligned in what's going on. I know I'm not the only one
Yeah.
that is, because this is the thing. It looked like I'm out there, doesn't it? It looked like I'm doing the thing because I'm
Yeah.
live twice a week. So
Yeah.
it looks like I am fully out there. And
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near out there operating at the capacity that I'm supposed to be. And from the outside, you probably can't tell that. But on the inside, I know. And so that's what the guy was saying in the book, The Big Leap. I think his last name is Hendricks, Gay Hendricks. If anybody want to find it, The Big Leap is he was like, you can be operating in your zone of excellence and you'll look successful. But there's
Mm-hmm.
another level, a zone of genius, which you're supposed to be operating in. And all of those internal blocks you have are keeping you from your zone of genius. And because you're in a zone of excellence, that comfort zone, that good is working for you. It's not hitting up against any of your internal blocks. Then you feel like you're okay. And from everybody on the outside, it looks like you're okay. But internally, and it's like because you're supposed to be doing more.
Oh
And
my God.
so, Cherise, I'm gonna give it to you. I want you to free these people. I want you to give me a word that's gonna help free me. I've been working on this all weekend, though, y'all. I've been working on this since Thursday. Lord, help me, because I don't want to be blocked by these blocks. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't want to be kept out of my zone of genius. I don't want to be kept from that next level, from internal stuff. I feel like I gotta say. I feel like I need to cuss. Like internal shit is holding you back. I don't want it to hold you back anymore. I don't want it to hold me back anymore. I don't want you like, okay, I'm gonna stop. Cherise, I'm gonna put you on the big screen on my computer and you go. I'm gonna give it to you. I feel like I lay at your feet, like preach, girl, preach.
First of all, let's speak to this alignment.
Oh, yes.
You and Q, I don't know if Q got it or not, but I sent a message this
Yeah.
morning.
I
It
thought I
said,
just read that email. I read it while we was
can
waiting
you
for you
read
to
it?
come
Can
back.
you read it? Can you read it? Because I
Yes,
need
I
people
will
to
read it
understand.
again. So she sent an email y'all this morning, 3 hours ago. Natalie and Q, I think I have a heartfelt message for today about hiding and playing small when the world truly needs you. And y'all, she got like 8 exclamation points out this. And so that's what we're gonna let you pick up when the world truly needs you. Because that's what my people were saying. They were like, but if it's one couple that you could help with one tip, one tool, one trick, one skill,
Mhm.
that would free them so that they stay married, so their children are in a broken home. Like, why would you not? Because
Yeah.
what? Because you think because you haven't, because you're not where you think you're supposed to be.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna promise I'm gonna give it to you.
No, just go. Just
What
go.
what God gave me on Friday morning in the devotion, Friday morning was the story of Moses. Because Moses was like, "Oh, I can't speak." Lord was like, "I got you." Moses was like, well, I can't do this. I'm scared. Oh, I got you. And then for me, and I don't think the scripture said this, but there is a Bible verse that says, like, in our weakness, he's made strong. Like there's grace for our weakness in the area that we're weak in. And
Yeah.
it's just like, so I was like, okay, Lord, so I just got to do it and trust you. And the
Yeah.
people who are called to me will come to me. The people I got a word for will come to me. And the people I don't have a word for, they'll go get their word from one of your other people. That's all I got to do is show up and be obedient. Okay, Lord, I'm going to get out the way.
I'm gonna get out of my way.
I'm going to get out the way. There you go. All right, I'm being quiet for real this time.
Jump in anytime you need because this is straight divine. Okay. Let me start with anyone that is in getting this word right now. I need you to repeat this because this is where we have our issues. I need
Mm-hmm.
you to know, I need you to repeat, I'm safe, I'm
Mm-hmm.
supported, I'm loved. Okay. I want
Ooh.
you to take full responsibility for where you are right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, wait. Let's give them a second to write it down. If you were
Okay.
listening to this, you were supposed to be listening to this today. And
Absolutely.
so I am safe. I
I
am
am
supported.
supported.
I am loved.
I am loved.
Okay.
Okay. And I take full responsibility of my own well being.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, got it.
Got it. All right. So if you need to take a moment to digest that, do.
Yeah.
do that. Okay.
And I
Because
think what's important about that, I take my own responsibility for my own well being. Because I was talking to my client yesterday, and he just went through this program called the Hoffman Project or something. I got to look into it and see exactly what it is. But he was
Mhm,
like, they spent the first 3 days talking about, can you forgive your parent? Can you let them off the hook? Can you stop being mad at them? Can you stop talking to them about what they didn't give you and now become responsible for getting your needs met because you're a whole adult?
yeah.
And so after 18, you're a whole adult.
Yeah.
And so let's do the work you got to do. Stop looking to them for what they did and didn't do, how they did it, how they didn't do it, and just say, okay, it is what it is. Now I know what I need. So if I need attention, this is the way in which I'm going to get attention. If
Mhm,
I need to feel heard, this is the way in which the things I'm going to put in place so that I feel heard and let
mhm,
them off the hook. And I thought it was so interesting because I think he was in a 7-day program that the first 3 days is about essentially what you just said, taking full responsibility for my own well-being. It was
mhm,
not anybody else's fault. It was
mhm,
not anybody else's responsibility. It's now on me to take care of me.
mhm,
And
mhm.
that's so freeing because now you can really do some things to take care of yourself. You are
Yeah.
no longer, one of my clients and I, we use the words going to the hardware store looking for bread. So the hardware store ain't got bread for you, baby. And your daddy ain't got the love that you want him to have. He wasn't raised with it. He don't know how to give it to you. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't have it for you.
Yeah.
Stop it. I know you feel like everybody had a wonderful mama except for you. They did not. Every mama out here ain't great. And B, she doesn't have it for you. She didn't have it. She wasn't raised with it. You can't make her have it. Let her off the hook. And now let's figure out what you need and go get it. And you ain't gonna be able to get it from her. Stop going to
Yeah.
the hardware store looking for bread.
Mm.
Let the
That's good.
people off the hook, especially these baby boomers. Let these people off the hook.
Yeah.
Let them.
Let
They
it
did the
go.
best they can with the
Let it
information
go.
they had. They didn't know. Most
They
baby
didn't have
boomers, they wanted to get a good job with good benefits. They wanted to put their kids through college. They wanted to get the house paid off after the 30 years of being in it and staying in it and retire in it. They did that. Let them people go. Let them go. Let them off the hook.
yeah.
You now say, okay, it is what it is. Now,
Yeah.
what do I need to do? What am I lacking in my life? Attention. Okay, let me figure out what I need to do to get the attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Compassion. Okay, who can I go to for compassion? What does that need to look like?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
What?
Mhm.
Okay, go for
Whew. Okay, so let's go back a little bit and taking full responsibility for my
it.
own well-being. Okay,
Mm,
so we repeat it. I am safe. I'm supported. I'm loved. Okay, but if I take full responsibility for my own well-being, I make me safe.
mm,
I do what I have to do to protect
mm,
me. I
mm,
do what I have to do to be safe. I do what I have to do to support me.
mhm.
Okay. All right. I have to love me enough to
Yes,
put myself in a safe position,
yes.
to put myself in a supportive position. And for those religious people, let me understand, I'm not leaving God out. Okay.
Right.
All right, because you got
Right.
your over religious people who, well, God is my safety. Of course.
Mhm,
If you're
mhm,
made in the image of God, of course you're
mhm,
going to do what you got to do, because Source God is going to tell you what to do and show you what to do when you operate in full alignment.
right.
And full alignment is taking full responsibility for yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, not
yeah.
placing blame. You have
Mhm,
to come out of blame. You have to come
mhm,
out of shame.
mhm,
You have to come out of a space that is not taking full responsibility for yourself. Okay, so let's
mhm,
talk about what that looks like and
mhm.
exactly what Natalie said today. Why Natalie had a hard time showing up. Okay, first of all, let me acknowledge something. How long your parents been married?
Girl, at this point, over 50 years.
Thank you. How long have you watched this?
50
How long
years.
have you witnessed this your entire
50 years.
life?
Yes. Yeah, and the people who the married people have already helped. They're
You
literally at the end
started,
of therapy
you were
being like,
born
okay,
qualified. You know what I'm saying?
girl.
Come on, let's go.
Right? Because your gift will
Go.
make room for you, and everything God had already put it inside of you. For everything that He has for you to do, He has already put inside of you because that's who He is. And
Absolutely.
just like that, because I was just reading something that was talking about the power of an apple seed, that how
Uh-huh.
small an apple seed is, and that it can grow into this huge tree that
Mhm.
produces multiple apples every year. And
Mhm.
so one seed could essentially create millions of seeds. And
Yeah.
that one seed of power is inside of you to create something that will last for years. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God.
Woo! It's so much. Hey, Carla. Hi, Lakel. Share this out, y'all, because this one right here is a game changer. This one is a shift
This
right
one,
here. You're
this
going to
is.
shift today. Today, we shifted.
Yeah, yeah. And
God.
Q, I want you to this to be your priority today of get this after it renders and recording usually takes about 30 minutes. Go ahead and get this out on social media today. Because I don't want anybody
Yeah.
struggling with your own internal walls and blocks past today.
Exactly.
And the
Exactly.
thing is, you think I think I've arrived. I think I've worked through. I've done out my work. First of all, the work ain't never gonna be done.
Yeah.
Second of all, new levels and new areas will bring all that stuff back up.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
Yeah.
you knocked all the walls down over here, but now
Yeah.
it's time for you to go over here to that next level over here, and they
Yeah.
just creep back up. They just
Yeah.
creep back
Yeah.
up like vines.
Oh,
Go back
new
up.
levels of them.
Oh,
Whole new levels of them. I mean, for me, for instance, I had to come to the same realization. Who are you to talk
right?
about abundance? Who are you
Yes.
to talk about anything outside of hair and style and
Right.
confidence?
Right. But see,
Right.
then
But I
you
had
got
to get
to.
to the core of
Yes.
the issue.
Right.
Knew I was called to work with women in their confidence and how they look and feel and how they see themselves. But what I learned and realized along the journey, Natalie, was that, oh, this deeper. Oh, this is deep. This
Gotcha.
deeper than dressing you. This deeper than making you
Yes.
look good. Oh, you got some core
Yes.
issues that don't allow you looking amazing as you look. You don't show up
Girl,
the
say
way you
that.
show up. And then, okay, I got you looking good and feeling good. And then you go show up. But then you don't show up in your full version of the
Mm-hmm.
ability that you have to change
Mm-hmm.
lives.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
halfway show up
Mm-hmm.
because of these core issues, or you
Mm-hmm.
go and stop, go and stop, go
Mm-hmm.
and stop because of these issues and these
That's it.
blocks,
Yep. Yep.
internal. And
Yep.
guess what? Because you don't feel qualified. Oh, I got the
Mm-hmm.
motivation. That's why it's way deeper than
Yeah.
motivation.
Yeah.
Okay, like motivation is not gonna carry you the long haul.
Right.
Motivation is only gonna get you to
Right.
get up and show up a few days,
Right.
a few weeks
Yeah.
through one program.
Right. And so after the motivation, you have to have some skills and the ability to recommit.
Yeah, yeah,
And so think about it, that New Year's resolution that you all excited about for the month of January, and then you fall off in the month of February.
yeah,
That's when a skill needs to show up to support you. And then you have to recommit to that and do the work that it takes. And
yeah.
so that's something very practical. That might be setting 5 alarms. Like
Hmm.
I'm gonna set an alarm by my bed, on the dresser, in the bathroom, and one that's actually in the shower. So if I get to the shower, I will turn the water on and do it. Like, what support do you need to put around yourself? It
Yes.
may be, if it's something like a new program that you're trying to do, that you're trying to launch, that you're trying to be in, it may be, okay, this program is due to launch in April. I know me, and I know what's probably going to be holding me back. So I need to be in therapy twice a week up until that, or working
Uh-huh.
with my coach twice a week, 3 times a week, so that I can
Yeah,
make sure that every single block that comes up, because I know me and I know my blocks that'll come up, and I won't
yeah,
be able to see them, that I'll bust through them.
yeah.
And so this is the other one, is that blocks come in so many type of ways.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it comes in, it can come in small crisis, small catastrophe.
Hmm.
It can
Hmm.
come in health issues. It
Hmm.
can come in now you just feeling you don't know why you don't feel right, but something just don't feel right. And so let me shut everything down until it start feeling right again. And
Yeah.
y'all, for some of y'all, that feeling right is success. You don't know how to tolerate the feeling of being successful
Mm-hmm.
because you don't, at a core, either don't feel like you're worthy or you still feel like the imposter. And so you can't allow yourself just to be successful.
Yeah.
Some of you guys, you can't allow yourself to be successful in every area because it feels like it's getting something, like you're getting away with something.
Yeah.
And so you can create business success, but then you got to blow your relationship up because you can't be happy at home and at work,
And all the things.
right? And so, or your relationship is okay and your business is okay, but now you got an unexplained illness because you can't be happy. You can't be happy and healthy. You can't be
Yeah.
happy and healthy and wealthy. You
Yeah.
can't, like, you can't. People, and this is the other thing, y'all. Please work on your attitudes toward people with money.
Uh-huh.
Because if you think that, oh, once you get money, you become corrupt and you don't want to be corrupt, then you'll never let yourself have money.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
so many things, there's so many layers to it. And so
Yeah.
I'm going to give y'all one key question is, how long will I allow myself to be happy and successful? Happy and successful. I'm going to say happy, successful, and wealthy. How long could I tolerate that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tolerate it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Just sit there and ask yourself that question. And then that, I bet you find some type of cycle in there. Because if you can only, if the answer comes up, I can only allow myself to be happy and healthy for a year, then go back and look in your life and see if everything was going good for a year and then it all crashed and burned.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so just sit there and see what comes up in your mind and then
Yeah.
say, okay, we need to change that.
Yeah.
And then each day I want you to work, okay, if I can be happy for 1 year, I can be happy for two.
Yeah.
2 years go by real fast. It's okay. If I can be
Mm-hmm.
happy for two, I can be happy for four. 4 years go by real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I can be happy and healthy for 8 years, then I can do it for 16. 16 go by real fast. That's not nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to be happy and healthy and wealthy. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do the work to be okay being that way.
Mm-hmm.
But what about everybody else? But what about if they're struggling? Like, I don't deserve to be happy when everybody's struggling. Well, you struggling ain't going to do nothing for their struggle. Like,
Mm.
like the poor and needy can't help the poor and needy.
Exactly.
Right? I thought that was a wonderful. I got that from Casey Truffaut.
Yeah.
She was like, "You can't help the poor and needy if you are the poor and needy.
Yeah.
So how
Exactly.
about you stay wealthy, be okay staying wealthy, so that you can help them in their time of need and not feel that what you got to become like them to feel their pain because
Yeah.
everybody should be partaking in the pain. Y'all, it's so many crazy things in our head that we think, and you don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
like, start asking yourself these questions.
Mm-hmm.
And so the book I'm reading right now is The Big Leap, and it has a lot of questions in it. If you can't afford to get that book right now, DM me on LinkedIn. I will send you the list of questions that I've gotten out of that book.
Mm-hmm.
If you got ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT what are the 10 questions that you need to ask yourself to, and this might not be the best prompt. I probably need to play around with it, but 10 questions to ask yourself to identify all internal blocks that are blocking you from success. I
Mm-hmm.
bet Chat could come up with it.
Yeah.
You could probably say base it on the book Big Leap because it talks about those internal blocks keeping us out of our zone of genius. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. What else, please? This is such a good
Well, I
topic.
want to start. I know. I want to go back to the core
Mm-hmm.
of why aren't you showing up for yourself
Yes.
consistently?
Ooh,
And it starts with
consistently. Oh,
yeah, it's
just that
self
word
concept.
consistently.
Because if you're only seeing yourself confident temporarily, because you're only motivated temporarily,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to show up consistently for the long haul. You got to be consistently confident in yourself. You got to be consistently motivated. Okay. That means you got to be consistently in a system. And this is a huge epiphany for me,
Oh.
that I have had to embody over literally the past month, because some of the lessons that I have been getting my ass kicked
Oh.
internally, characteristically over the last month. I
Mm.
thought I was such a good person. I thought I was such, of high integrity. And I have learned that I'm so mediocre when it comes to showing up for myself and for everybody else. But because I won't show up for
Oh.
myself fully, it is showing that I'm not showing up
Mm.
fully for my people and my purpose. I need you to hear me.
I hear you. And the thing is, I feel like I see you showing up all the time. And so I just want to say that I don't know what that thing is, how we can see a person showing up so we think they got it all together.
Exactly.
And then they know on the inside that they're not doing nowhere near what they're supposed to be doing. Like, oh
Exactly.
wow, oh wow.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
and
but
so
a
I
lot
can
of people,
truly see if you showed up 100%, how powerful you would be because you're so powerful now. Right. I hear you. I gotcha.
period. But those blocks, and those are the things that I have been willing to submit to. Like, I have literally been submitting and succumbing to realizing, oh, the procrastination. Like,
Ooh,
oh, what if I didn't procrastinate? Because I got two people in my life right now. When I say I ain't never had nobody hold me to the carpet like this ever in my life, and I'm so
wow.
grateful.
Wow.
I'm so grateful, but that's what you have to do. You have to
Yeah.
get, that's why I'm no, like, people who know me as a coach and someone
Yeah.
who's holding you accountable. I'm not that nice and sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
If
yeah.
you work with me on the coaching side, I'm not that girl. I'm
Got
going to
you.
hold you to a different level of accountability.
Oh.
Now, on this side, it's going to be really different. But let me say this, it's that self concept and how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, and how
Mm.
you value yourself. If you take full responsibility for yourself and
Mm-hmm.
create a safe space for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
supportive space for yourself, a loving space for yourself,
Oh, say
and
that.
everyone else will get the residual. I keep telling
Oh.
everyone that if you show up for you the right way in full alignment and taking
Mm-hmm.
full responsibility, everyone else will get the residual. But let me tell
Yeah.
you something about doing your work
Oh, say it.
for other people.
Say it.
Do not think for 1 minute that work isn't going to come back and mirror itself on you to make you better.
Oh, say that part. Say that part. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You're good at what you do. You're
Mm-hmm.
amazing at what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You're changing and shifting lives, but you
Mm-hmm.
can't stay on this level forever. So
You
as
just
you
can't.
shift and change lives, because you've been educated, you've been
Mm-hmm.
certified, you've been doing this for years, so
Mm-hmm.
you're good at it. So yeah, you can navigate someone else through it. But who's going to navigate you through the next level unless that work mirrors back on you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a
right?
combination. I think definitely when you do the work, you are changed by the work. There's no, you just can't. You just, I mean, you can't even cook in the kitchen without at least getting something splashed on you. Like, and so that's what's good when you're working with stuff, that's what happens. But I also want people to know that there's going to be a time where you need to seek out a higher level of accountability.
Absolutely.
you,
Absolutely.
you need to go seek it out. It's
Mhm.
if you walk into the room and you keep being the smartest person in the room, I'm gonna need you to get one of them rooms changed. I want everybody to make sure they're walking into a room where they're the least in the room, so that you can learn and level up. Because we was having a conversation about this the other day, um, about something different, but the principle matters of exposure. And so if you've never been, let's just say a Longhorn, and had a hamburger at Longhorn, you think a hamburger at McDonald's is wonderful,
Mhm.
excellent. The fries are perfectly seasoned
Mm-hmm.
until you step up and now you eat a hamburger at Longhorn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, you
Yeah.
think a hamburger at Longhorn is excellent, amazing, until you step up a level and go to a next level restaurant like a Stockyard or something. And then that's a great until you step up to the next level. And
Yeah.
so it's the exposure that'll make you realize, oh, this ain't okay. Oh no, this ain't okay. I thought I was doing good, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
those people over there living like this, and that's the way you
Oh,
do it, and that's the way. And so you gotta get exposure. And so do whatever you need to do, change your circle however you need to change. It's okay if you don't fit in. You hang around with them long enough, you'll fit in. It's
yeah.
okay if they completely intimidate you. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
need you to have some tolerance and just be okay being intimidated until
Yeah.
enough of what they got going on rubs off on you. Oh, this the
Yeah.
way you do it. One of my friends, Laura Lewis. Hey, Laura. She's out there somewhere. She did a post. It said something like, "You think $40,000 a month is impossible until you meet somebody who's making 40,000 a day."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay,
Real talk.
okay. You
Consistently at that.
consistently, and I was like, "God, dog it, Laura. I should have saved that post." And
Yep.
because I think she had just gone to some mastermind or something, and
Mm-hmm.
was with it. And so you guys get with somebody who's doing it at a far greater level than you are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's okay that you're gonna be intimidated and in the conversation, at first you're not gonna know what the hell they talking about. Like it's just gonna be so far over your head. It's okay, you'll catch up. It's like being in a country where you don't speak the language. You'll get it, you'll figure it out. You'll learn it if you stay immersed in it long enough. But we start feeling inadequate, not worthy. Who am I? I don't like feeling like I don't know what's going on. And so we'll jump out of it. And so we
Mm-hmm.
don't get a chance to learn to get to that next level. We get intimidated. I don't want you guys to do that. I don't want you holding yourself back in any type of way, shape, form, or fashion,
Mm-hmm.
because the gift and the calling inside of you is so powerful, is so bright that it needs to shine forth. And I think you're the only one who's dimming your light. The only
Mm-hmm.
one. Okay, go, Cherise.
Let me really quick. I know we're short on time, but really quick, I want to acknowledge the Facebook followers. Laquel, I fell off last week because my sales were not what I expected it to be. I lost the motivation to keep moving forward. I talked to Laquel lots. This woman, every time she shows up, she makes sales. So she gets hard. She's hard on herself when she doesn't make the sales she wants to make. But her
Mm,
consistency, we had made some goals for her. I coach with her.
yeah.
We had made some put a system together and put some
Hmm.
goals together for her. And
Yeah.
she hit her goals immediately.
Yeah.
But Laquel did not stick to the system. Did you, Laquel? She didn't stick to the system.
Right.
And to her defense, she has a full-time job,
Hmm.
tired,
Yeah. Yeah.
frustrated.
Yeah.
But you met your goal when you stuck to the system. So now, if you need to adjust the system, you just adjust the
Yeah.
system around your
Right.
full-time job, which your full-time job is important. I love people who
Yes.
have jobs and are
Yes.
beautiful entrepreneurs as well, because
Yes.
you're a brilliant individual to have a job that can fund your
Hmm.
vision. That
Hmm.
is brilliant.
Hmm.
But I'm going to go back to the system. The system
Hmm.
is always going to outweigh and overcome the motivation. When you're not motivated to show up, when you don't feel like it, when you sick, when you heartbroken,
Right.
you all those things, that system, and that is the biggest lesson for me right now,
Hmm. Hmm.
is how important the systems are, but I was neglecting the systems.
Girl, say that. Say that. That's
It's so much right now.
huge
It's so much right now.
because two things I've seen people. I've seen and me myself will
Mm-hmm.
do two things.
Mm-hmm.
One, the system worked because we worked it. And now we got a level of success. And for whatever reason, now we want to change the system.
You want to change the system. Yep.
Or
Yep.
the system is working and it worked. And for whatever reason, now I can't do the system no more. Why? You just
Block,
executed perfectly.
block,
Well, because it didn't do
self-sabotage,
what I thought
block.
it was going to do. But it's been 2 days. Like it's been 2 days. And so figure out. So
The
first of
reason.
you guys who don't have a system, figure out your system.
Mhm.
Call
Yep.
Cherise, call me, figure out a system that work for you.
Yeah.
Then, because this is where I fall off, well, I thought the system would produce in 4 months. It took 5 months, but I got my feelings hurt after 4 months. Had I just waited 4 more weeks, I would have saw. And y'all,
The
when it's a new
power in
system in place, you don't know. You can think and project, but you don't know that sales cycle until you've worked your system long enough to say, okay, I know if I start selling in January, my people don't come in to May. And you got to work the system long enough to figure out what it is and when it's going to produce. But until then, stick with the system.
Yeah.
And so it's that commit and recommit. And don't, when you start getting successful, don't deviate from the system. Keep doing what
Yeah.
works. And I don't know why we do that. But I mean, I've done it. I've seen people do it like, oh, this is working. Okay, let me go over here and now learn this and do this. No. Come back. Rinse and
Right.
repeat. Rinse
Well,
and
I'll
repeat.
say again, Natalie, I want to say this again because we spoke to this last week too. A lot of my clients are coming from a
Yes.
corporate system to entrepreneurship,
Right.
but they won't transfer their corporate skills.
Skills.
I didn't ask you about their vision because see, I never really understood having a corporate vision, right? I didn't
Mm-hmm.
understand systems on that level and why that corporation is really truly working,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's the
Mm-hmm.
system. And so many people will not love themselves enough or value themselves enough to bring their corporate skills over to their entrepreneurship.
I think it's a disconnect, and you don't see how these skills are transferable. Like, oh, I
Right.
did that for them, and you're right. I don't. I won't
Right.
even go on and preach to
So
that.
I tread lightly in that space because I've never been in corporate America. But
Mm-hmm.
one thing I do know is in the salon, I had a system.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what time I was showing up every morning. I knew
Mm-hmm.
I was going to operate my day. I knew what my front desk looked like. I knew what my stylists looked like. I knew what they were bringing in a week. I knew what I was bringing in a week. I knew what my other
Mm-hmm.
streams of income. I knew what that looked like
Mm-hmm.
and what that was going to bring in. That was my
Mm-hmm.
system. That was my
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurship system that kept me
Mm-hmm.
running for 17 years
Mm-hmm.
consecutively in one location,
Yep.
right?
So in online business, working for yourself, depending on how you working. So you want to know what exactly you're doing to get that phone ringing, however that looks, whether that's a DM in your inbox or actually a phone call or email. So what's the system you have in place to get that doing? And then you want to start keeping track of like, so how many calls are you getting a week? Like how many inquiries? And then from the inquiries, how many are you closing? And then tweak the system from there. But it's all you're so right. It's all about the system.
But I want to be clear too. No one's getting to a system when you have these internal blocks that you haven't dealt with. Let's go back to the beginning of the podcast.
You're right.
If you
You're
don't have
not.
the confidence or the value, if you're not taking full responsibility for self, you're
Mm-hmm.
not going to build yourself a system. And that was what I had been dealing with over the past few years, not seeing the value in myself because I was a little confused coming out of my element. I was like a fish out of water coming
Yeah.
out of that salon and trying to figure out like, so, ooh, I don't really have no full foundation. Wait a minute now. Where I'm going to build
Mm-hmm.
a system and how and where I'm all over the
Mm-hmm.
place. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm flying here, flying there, doing in-home visits. I was everywhere because I didn't have my own foundation.
Mm-hmm.
For 17 years, I operated in one location, in one
Mm-hmm.
spot that I went to every day.
Yes.
I
Yes.
came out the element. So to your defense and helping you have some understanding, when you make these big leaps and these big shifts in your life, and you don't have the same foundation. That's what I mean by like transferring the skills. You know, like there were some skills that I needed to still transfer over here that I
Mm-hmm.
needed to follow each day. You know, my
Mm-hmm.
follow-up got crazy, you
Yeah.
know, because my books was all over the place. You know,
Yes.
I'm doing day trips to go take care of clients. I'm flying out in the morning, flying right back that same evening.
Wow.
So, you know, I might have to shift another client. So there was just no true foundation. I want you to understand when you shift to entrepreneurship, you may be all over the place, and you will be until you create a system in it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa, let me speak to Lisa. Lisa, you know, you can find me anytime. You have my number, call me anytime. We go back and forth all the time. Get me. I'm here and I'm available. Okay. So let's get it done. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that busy. Be clear. Anybody that has my phone or my contact, no, I ain't that busy. Okay. So I'm here.
Right.
But you have to get to that system. But the main thing is love yourself enough, value yourself enough, create a safe space to say, I'm worth it. I'm worth the system.
Yeah.
I'm worth the true system.
Yeah.
Bring the right people in, bring the organized people in, invest
Mm-hmm.
in yourself. You know, if
Mm-hmm.
you got a friend that says, I can help you, well, look, I need you to help me organize these books.
How
I
about
need you to
that?
help me create a
How about
system.
that?
I'm not the system girl. I just understand the importance.
Yes.
My new
Yeah.
ex, the systems guru.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one that's gonna come in and show you how to make money on your phone immediately. I'm talking about in
Ooh.
one day.
Oh, do we need to have that on the podcast?
Yes, we do need to have new on the podcast for
Okay. All
sure.
right. All right.
Okay.
We gotta get her
And
on the
I know it's
podcast.
9:56. We got 4 minutes.
Okay. So
Tie it
I
up.
just
I'll
want to
let you
say,
tie it up.
y'all, if you're not moving on something, you think you should, or you can't figure out why you hadn't been able to get this thing done yet, I just want you to go ahead and just adopt a practice of looking at your internal blocks. And
Yes, ma'am.
so I don't know if that's going to be you 5 minutes journaling while you in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet every morning, or before you go to bed, or taking a break. But you got to look at these internal blocks. They are holding you back. They've been holding me back. I don't want them to hold you back anymore. That's it. I don't want them to hold you back anymore. So,
No more.
okay, that's it. We love you guys. We want the best for you guys. We can't wait to be sitting listening to you. Like we love it. We love it. And so tag us on your events. We are out there. We are about, and we are so happy for you breaking through all your blocks to get your
Yes,
big breakthrough.
yes,
So,
yes.
all right. Bye, everybody. We'll see y'all next week.
Yay. All right. Be good.
Bye.
Audio Jungle.